What's up, YouTube? The Bearded Outdoorsman back to do another review. This time on another cook kit. Alright, this is one of my original cook kits that I used. I used for a couple section hikes. I used for a couple backpacking trips, just backpacking. I changed it out because I didn't like the durability of it. But overall it is a good kit. So I'm going to go into it, break it down, and show you what all I have in here. I've got some custom make your own gear DIY stuff in here. We'll break down and get into it right after this. What's up, YouTube? We are back. If you are new to my channel, I am the Bearded Outdoorsman. All right, I do hiking, camping, backpacking gear reviews. All right, so I also do some beard product reviews. I do some tutorials as to how I do my setup when I go hiking, backpacking. Try to get in about one, maybe sometimes two section hikes a year due to my schedule. Can't get a whole lot more than that, but either way, make sure you hit like right down here. Make sure you hit subscribe right down here. And stay up to date on my channel. Check out my Instagram and my Twitter accounts, mrgriff82. That's my handles on both. Check them out. I'm on there a lot more frequently than I am YouTube. So I'm on YouTube about once, maybe twice a week is what I'm trying to get videos out. But anyway, let's get into this review. All right, YouTube, we are back. All right, so what we have in here, go ahead and get into this. First thing we have is just a cup. Now this was when I first started out. This was literally my first cook kit that I carried backpacking. Alright, so it's come a long way. We had this cup that doesn't break down. It's very lightweight, but it doesn't break down and go any smaller, so it takes up a little bit too much room. It's just a Coleman cup. I'm pretty sure it just came from Walmart. So had that. Then we'll break into what we have in here. Now we have homemade DIY pot cozies. Alright, so just held on with rubber bands, nothing fancy. And inside here, now these are just made out of Reflectix window sun reflect. Picked up at the dollar store for just a couple bucks. Measured it out, cut it, put it together with duct tape, and works pretty well actually. So can use it for the pot to keep it warm, to keep your hand from getting hot when you've got something hot in there after boiling water. And went ahead and made a lid just to help kind of keep the kit and everything all together. It weighs absolutely nothing. So and then what we have here, the cook kit, is an Esbit. All right, so some of you have heard of Esbit. This is one of the older kits. I've done some research looking at them lately, and they have changed a little bit. They've got a few new mods. But as you can tell from the bottom, this one has been used. One thing I like about this one is the handles. It is a very sturdy anodized aluminum. It's pretty hard. So what you've got here is it'll hold up, it's got markings for 8, 12, and 16 ounces, 200, 300, and 400 milliliters. All right, so you got pour spout on one side, and your little handle has a little metal handle. All right, so getting into it, what we've got is what I carry. I carry a bandana, which I carry that in all of my cook kits just to help wipe them out, help wash them out, that kind of thing. Now, if you're not familiar with the Esbit, they use these fuel tabs. They come in various size packs, but the one I purchased a pack like this that includes 12. As you can tell, it's weathered and worn. I've had it for a while. It comes with 12 in this box, and they're all individually wrapped. So when I was carrying this cook kit, I would usually carry 4 tabs with me for a weekend backpacking trip. It served me well, and it was enough. Also carry a little mini Bic for my lighter. I have a tinfoil homemade windscreen just to help block the wind if needed. Now with this Esbit kit, it comes with the burner, the stove aspect. Has legs that are screwed on. Right here's where you put your fuel tab and set it there, and you set your pot on top. Now it sits in there really nicely. It locks in because of this little lip here. Locks in, it's not going to slide off. Now in my experience with using this, even though there is all this solid area, even this, if you've got a lot of wind, wind will blow that fire and affect the length of time it takes to boil your water, which is the reason why I did my windscreen. So windscreen, nothing fancy. I would just block it in about like that, or if the wind was coming in on my side with the big hole for the Esbit, I would just put it right there and just kind of brace it up and set my pot on top, and it worked. It worked pretty well. The reason I quit carrying it is I went on a trip that there was a lot of wind, and it just made it really difficult to boil water efficiently. So I made the decision to try something new. And if I ever do get an opportunity to through hike, I wouldn't want to take something like this and have to keep looking for fuel tabs or getting them drop shipped to me. It just seemed like too much of a hassle. So also when I put my kit together, I just keep a paper towel right here. Just that helps keep any of this residue from the fuel tab from getting in my pot where I'm going to be cooking water, boiling water, cooking food. That way I don't have to wash it out before every time I use it. It usually does a pretty good job of keeping any of that trash just solely in that paper towel. So, but like I said, homemade windscreen, homemade pot cozy. Now with my pot cozy, all right, so with my pot cozy, if I've just finished boiling water, all I've got to do is close my handles. Again, another use for the bandana is I can pick up my pot, set it down in there, and now I have something I can hold to eat my food out of. If I mix in rice, whatever, I can use this and it's not going to burn me, and I can eat out of it. And so it does really well. I have no complaints on this kit really, other than if you're going somewhere that has a lot of wind, you may want to look at other options. Now the other benefit to this cook kit, this stove, the other benefit is if you wanted to cook longer and you ran out of fuel tabs, you could use just sticks and twigs and little things stuck in here to burn. So it does serve as that aspect of it, which is also beneficial. So this is what I consider my backup kit. If something were to happen with my other kit and I needed a backup, this is the one I would go to. This is my go-to for that aspect. But it all goes together really nicely. I'll show it all going back together. Goes in here. That locks down in. I usually would carry about 4 fuel tabs. I haven't gone on anything longer than about a 3-day hike. So take them out. I haven't gone on anything longer than about a maybe a 4-day hike, and to me, I can use more than one tab. If you do it right, you can use more than one tab at a time. I mean, you can use one tab more than once. And I wouldn't boil my water. Again, that's a backup emergency situation. I have a Sawyer water filter, so I wouldn't boil my water for decontamination. I would filter my water. So the only time I use this would be to actually cook food or make coffee, that kind of thing. So that goes there. Lid goes on. And the pot cozy, I made it a little bit big just so I could get the entire kit in here. And this drawstring helps hold that lid on because it doesn't lock on in any way. So the pot cozy kind of helps when I get it all together, hold all that nice and neat. And then rubber bands. Now I have seen some people that swear by an Esbit stove, that love it. I have, like I said, my only complaint is the wind resistance. Just for a quick day hike or a quick backpacking trip, this works wonderfully well. Every time I go on a section hike, I think about what I can change to be more efficient, get a little bit better use out of my weight that I'm carrying. This was one of those things I decided to try something new. The weight on my other kit is a little bit more than this, but it's a lot more efficient. So, but I'll drop a link down in the description for the Esbit stove, this kit. Now the DIY stuff, it's all stuff that I made. So I will also put a card up top over here for my other cook kit that I did a review on, which was the Ozark Trail. And so you can check it out and see what you think, compare the two. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like. If you leave me a comment, let me know if you use that Esbit stove. They now have a 5-piece kit, I noticed the other day. So if you use the Esbit stove, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. If you've had any other complaints, any other problems with it. And be sure to subscribe for more videos, more updates. And as always, have a good one, and God bless.